Is it a mistake for Hasbro to sell all Power Rangers merchandise? What should Hasbro have done? For those who don't know the news yet, we recently learned that Hasbro is going to sell over 600 Power Rangers items, but these are items used in the filming of the series. This is not a sale of toys or cosplay costumes. These are items that were used by the actors during the filming of each episode of Power Rangers. On top of that, all of these items are from each season, which means they will be selling items from Mighty Morphin to Cosmic Fury. This is the reason why this auction is so shocking, as they are not going to sell some old items, they are going to sell almost everything they have stored during these 30 years of history. Obviously we don't know if Hasbro is going to sell everything they have, but we have already seen that they are going to sell over 600 items, and this seems to be enough to make many fans very angry. One thing I don't understand is that this sale may be beneficial to fans, as they will have the opportunity to get a souvenir from the Power Rangers series to keep forever, but despite this, some would rather these items be in storage. Other fans have mentioned that they would have preferred Hasbro to open a museum to display all of these items so that many fans could enjoy them. This is because at auction many fans who have a lot of money will be able to pay inflated prices for some items, and most fans do not have these amounts of money to compete. The problem with opening a museum is that this represents an additional expense for Hasbro, and while it may seem like a good idea, it really is not. If they build a museum, then these items are only going to be in one specific location, and if you don't have the opportunity to travel to that location, then you won't be able to see those items either. We must be realistic. Many people will not be able to travel to that museum, and only people who live near that place will be able to go, plus some tourists. I will give you an example. There are many important museums in New York City in the United States, and I am sure that most of the subscribers of this channel have never traveled to New York. I am included in that list. The sale of these items has some benefits, and we can start by saying that it is better for fans to have the opportunity to have some of these very important items instead of them rotting in a warehouse. Another benefit that this sale has is that the items are going to reach different parts of the world, and this increases the probability that many fans can see them in their hands, even if they are not the owners. I will give you an example. Imagine that you do not have enough money to buy any of these items, but by chance you meet someone in your city who could buy one of these items, and that person shows it to you. This way some fans might have the opportunity to see the items in their hands even though they can't buy them, and this is more likely to happen than a trip to a museum that is in another country or another city. Despite all these benefits, some fans are against this sale, but there are others who would have simply wanted Hasbro to go another way. On the internet there has been a battle over this auction, and some think that Hasbro should have given away many of these items to the actors who used them in the series. This is something that perhaps seems logical. Even I thought that the companies would give away some filming items to the actors since they were part of the story, but this does not happen this way. The problem with the big companies is that they don't think with their heart. For them everything means money, and all these items have a high economic value. Maybe the production of these items is not so expensive, but after they have been used in a filming, then they increase their value a lot. Some famous items from very successful movies have been sold for thousands of dollars, and the creation of these items cost very little money. For example, the original Harry Potter glasses were auctioned for $38,000, and obviously glasses like these can cost as little as less than $20 since they are not prescribed by a doctor. Obviously, after the Harry Potter actor used them in some of his movies, the value of the glasses increased drastically, and this is why it is difficult for a company to give away this kind of items. Any of us can agree that the actors deserve to have some of the items they used in the series, but Hasbro is still going to think like a company, and giving away these items means losing money. Even though the actress who played Amelia the Red Ranger in Cosmic Fury said that Hasbro should not sell these items, she wants so badly to have the costume she used in the series, and this is why she is going to participate in the auction. This has led some to ask that no one participate in the Cosmic Fury Red Ranger auction so that the actress can buy the suit and hammer. Due to these comments, a verbal battle started between the Red Ranger from Cosmic Fury and the second Yellow Ranger from Mighty Morphin, since the Yellow Ranger is not very much in agreement with this initiative of fans not competing to buy what they want. You have to remember that auctions are like a competition. Whoever can pay the most money for an item is the one who gets to take it home. It's as simple as that. The Yellow Ranger said that it is unrealistic to ask fans not to try to buy the costumes, and although obviously all the actors will want the costumes they used, she would really prefer that a fan can have them rather than these items rotting in a warehouse. Later, Cosmic Fury's Red Ranger clarified that she did not ask fans not to try to buy the costume and that she had already said that she was simply going to participate in the auction to try to get the costume. All this dynamic is not the fault of the actors, since it was the same fans who have started to ask fans not to try to buy the costumes so that the actors can get them and thus not raise the prices so much. Despite this, we know that the Yellow Ranger is right, because it is not realistic to think that all the fans are going to stop and not buy the costumes. There are even people who are asking fans not to start buying the costumes and then give them to the actors, and this is because some fans are so obsessed with Power Rangers that they want to spend their own money and then give the items to the actors. Even though this seems like a good deed, it must really be quite uncomfortable for the actors, as they are going to feel responsible that those fans spent a lot of money to just give the items to them. The reality is that there is no turning back now. The auction is going to start soon, and there are many fans who have enough money to be able to buy these items. Back to the initial question. Is it a mistake for Hasbro to sell all the Power Rangers items? The reality is that it was not a mistake, although it really is a bit sad, but sadder is that these items are rotting in a warehouse. Possibly the best solution would have been for Hasbro to offer some of these items to the actors first and price them realistically so they would have a chance to get them. This way Hasbro would make some money, but the actors would have a chance to get the items. On top of that, there are a lot of items, and even though the actors would have bought some costumes, there are enough costumes to be able to sell to the fans as well. Unfortunately, we don't live in a perfect world, and the best solution Hasbro found was to sell everything at auction. Write in the comments the best solution Hasbro could have had, like this video, and subscribe for more information on the Power Rangers auction.